Welcome to Buzz on Veterans, brought to you by Operation Barnabas. I'm your host, Chris Budihas. What we're going to do here today is highlight veterans in our community and what they're doing in the post-military career. Today we have Chase Bleke from Veterans for Financial Freedom. Chase, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Look forward to talking about your company. So before we do that, where are you from? What you do in the Marine Corps? And what are you doing in your post-military career?
The full cross-section. So
full cross-section.
I'm actually from Gainesville, Florida.
Are
so
you
not
really?
too far from here. Yeah.
Did you go to UF?
Went to UF,
Oh,
was
God
a
bless
Gator,
you.
and married a Seminole.
Oh my God,
so it's
divided
been,
house.
it's been a rough few
Okay.
years. Yeah, so then I did the PLC commissioning program for the Marine Corps.
Yep.
And went off to kind of bounced around. I flew for a little bit and then became a DASCO in the Marines, and I was stationed primarily out of Pendleton.
Out of Pendleton.
MAG
39?
No, actually, so now we have our own, oh, you're talking about the group.
The group.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Because it used to be just under the group instead of having its own unit, but now
So from aviation over to the finance industry, tell me about that.
Yeah, so I met Buddy Rushing is a friend. He's a fellow Marine, and I met him at church actually. So we were on a
Two
men's
Marines
retreat.
in a church sounds like a joke.
I know, right? Two Marines walk into a men's church retreat. Yeah. So he walked into the wrong room, and he was a little bit older, and he started just rambling on and on about all this real estate stuff he was doing.
Okay.
And I had never heard of any of this, and I wanted to know more. I was curious because he was describing to me how, the modern way of, or just the normal way of looking at financial management and looking at just jobs was a little bit off from what I expected.
Okay.
And how with real estate, anybody, especially veterans with things like the VA loan and stuff, could really kind of short circuit a pathway to what we call financial freedom, right? The ability to kind of live life on your own terms.
Yeah.
And so he just started taking me in under his wing, teaching me, helped me get through my first few deals, and then he ended up founding a company called White Feather.
Okay.
And then with White Feather, so many people dumped in and poured in, but you got a lot of academy grads, a lot of people who are already kind of working S&P 500 companies and things like that. They're already doing fine.
Right.
And over time, over the years, had so many people reach out on how are you guys doing all of this. We realized we wanted to kind of expand our approach to a much broader audience.
Okay.
So we joined together to create Veterans for Financial Freedom, which really targets every veteran, every active duty, and first responders as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you guys national?
We are.
Are you really?
So mostly online. So we have in-person events around the country, but we also have free master classes that we put on for veterans every month that are just webinars, basically online.
So really, it sounds like a methodology or process. Like, hey, I'm a veteran. I'm interested in what you do. Make contact with you guys, and you kind of walk them through the process to get them educated.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So they can come on, and everybody has different interests. So some people are interested in real estate for primary purchase reasons. Other people are interested in a little bit more advanced investing. Some people are just interested in getting out of debt. Some people are interested in basic budgeting. Or certain investment opportunities that there are, or maybe starting their own business. Okay. Because nobody knows how to start their own business, right?
No.
So we bring on people who talk and give basics. We have courses we provide as well that people run through and join the kind of inner layers of the community where they get hand in hand with mentorship to build whatever it is they want to build.
That's important, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you get a class, but if you have the mentorship, it's kind of, you need somebody preferably will hold your hand to kind of walk you through those gates to get there, and you guys provide that.
Right. We kind of call it, we have this phrase we use called knowledge network action. You don't need money to make money, you just need knowledge network in action. And so the knowledge is just the foundational piece. The network is the community of other veterans and experts that we compile and put together. And the action's it's on you, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
We can't do it for them. But.
So you said you recently made the move here to Jacksonville. Where'd you move from? And the reason you came back, is it because you're originally from Gainesville area?
It kind of. Got out in February of 2020. So right in the middle of COVID, got out and went over, did some nonprofit work in Africa with a buddy of mine, and then ended up in Gainesville, actually in a PhD program back at UF. And it was for anthropology, and it was to support some of the work I was doing in Africa.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
Right. And I quickly realized, I was like, I don't need to be doing this. This doesn't really make sense. And I had a remote job. I was working full time. And my wife then got a remote job. So we were in Gainesville, and we realized, like, let's put a pin on a map. Where do we want to be? And her brothers had been here. She's actually from here originally, so her folks are here. I like to surf. I love the nature and mountain biking we have here. Great boating. We live off the St. John's and do a lot of boating.
Oh, that's great.
We ended up moving here in 2 years ago.
Okay.
Been having a good time.
It's a great community. It's amazing to see it grow. I mean, I grew up here in Orange Park, Middleburg, and just see this place explode. But I'm an outdoorsman myself, and the ability to kind of go enjoy the things I like to do outside. It's all here, except for the mountains. You know, you got to go a little further inland. But other than that, it's a beautiful place to be. And
right.
The fact that there's 1,400 people, they say 1,400 people a day moving to Florida tells you, you know, it's a great place to be. And from a business perspective, no doubt, this is a great opportunity to continue to network folks in the local area and see, you know, get your company continue to build, I'd imagine.
Yeah, this is cool. It's great, and you know, to your point, Florida is a wonderful state. You know, a lot of my partners and everything live in California, and I'm always making them jealous with everything that Florida has to offer.
Yeah,
obviously,
I'm with you. Yeah. Always from Mission Bay, San Diego, so I get it.
Yeah, you know the drill. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. So for folks that are watching online, you know, how do they find the company?
VFFcommunity.com is the way to get plugged in. So we have a site, veteransforfinancialfreedom.org, pretty obvious, but VFFcommunity.com. You go to that homepage, you can see our whole schedule of free events that we're putting on, and just create your free account, come on in and show up. I mean, it's great.
Easy.
It's that easy, yeah.
Well, dang. All right, Chase, thanks a lot. Appreciate your service to the Marine Corps and what you're doing with our veterans community to get them educated and get them to financial freedom. So that's great.
Yeah,
thanks a lot. Today's segment brought to you by Operation Barnabas, a nonprofit out there in Orange Park. Take a look at them, operationbarnabas.com. They are really helping veterans get back on their feet. For those in need, specifically those that are homeless, those with addiction issues, and those that are with unemployed looking for prosperous employment out in our community. So they're doing good things. If you feel compelled, please donate to them. They're raising money to take care of those veterans that need that help. So we'll see you at the next segment.
Operation Barnabas is a veterans ministry, started in 2017 with the purpose of helping our veterans that kind of got left behind, and you know, they've struggled with addictions, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, those kind of things, helping them get whole again through one-to-one mentorship.
Being able to communicate with them and help them can drastically change their life, can drastically change a family's life. The little that we can do is put our hand out and say, hey, do you want a hand up?